And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations. It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Oh, Stan, this should be a fun one. A clash at the... Center position.
Yeah, and Kevin, the way the game has changed, we don't see these kind of big men matchups much anymore. And so it's great to see one where two great big guys going at it, and they're going to go after each other.
And Stan, you know what you're talking about. You've had the opportunity to coach some great big men.
Oh, I have. I had Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, Andre Drummond. I seem to always have good centers.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Moses Malone out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Bradley Beal. Then there's Garland. And it's Barrett in at the 3 slot. Now here's Nash. Gobert with a screen for Nash. To the inside. And stolen by Malone. Garland with it. Guarded now by Nash. Three-pointer. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And if there's one guy won't hesitate to pull the trigger, it's Barry. Before that pass even got there, you could tell his mind was made up. He was going to take that shot.
Here's Worthy. He had 15 points last night. And McGinnis throws it down.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
So it's Detroit now, following the bucket by Orlando.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Good D by Love. Looking at the last game for Orlando, it was a loss to Indiana. Working his way from scout to head coach, Jamal Mosley was a longtime assistant under Rick Carlisle. He has paid his dues, Coach.
Yeah, and Kevin, I really admire the guys that put in the time, as you say, pay their dues, and get themselves ready for when they get the opportunity. There's a lot of outstanding younger coaches in this league, and Jamal Mosley's as good as anyone.
Yeah, I would agree.
Well, that's why you feed Gobert near the rim. He makes the most of those easy opportunities.
Beal, the pass to Garland. Pass to Malone. Gobert with the block.
Well, just outstanding positioning and timing by Gobert. He tries to block as many shots as he can.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Now for Detroit, their last game a loss to New York. Bounce pass from Garland. Worthy against Beal. Lets the three fly. Rebound by the Magic. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year.
Yeah, and last year they had major trouble with these guys. I'm not sure how it happened, but they didn't win a single game against them.
Now here's Worthy. Here's Grimes. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Right wing. Garland against Worthy. Garland left side. 5 to shoot. Here's Barry. McGinnis covering. Shot's good from Barry. Barry's got his second bucket of the night.
And for a scorer of Barry's talent, converting inside the paint can seem effortless.
Pass to Gobert. McGinnis against Love. And that one, good.
Yeah, nice read by Gobert. When he's providing an assist, that is a big bonus.
It's Garland with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to talk to his guys. And the Pistons making a change here. Drummond's checked in. And while we have a second, let's see which squads have topped the league in assists during the past month. The Magic in second. In the third spot, the Pistons.
And you can see the communication for both of these teams has been improving. Everybody seems to be on the same page, and that explains those great assist totals.
And James Worthy gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Up against Dort. Here's Barry. He's got 5. 5 on the clock. Beal can't get it to go. Orlando trailing here. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
I had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley. And he feels like Darius Garland is the key to that offense. Coach said not many people can stay in front of Garland one-on-one. He's so shifty. So the rotations defensively have to be decisive and quick. And at the other end, we want to force him to work defensively. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Now, here's Garland. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Fearless move by Garland inside, going for the high percentage shot.
Garland against Irving. Releases from 15, and no good. Trying to use the glass.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
And a moment here to find out what the news is out of the Western Conference. Shams Charania is on the line. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks, Kevin. As the trade deadline gets closer, it's the Lakers front office making things happen. They're so excited to have Joel Embiid on their team. This front office has worked very hard to get the former MVP. There have been lots of rumors around Embiid lately. He'll bring incredible scoring plus size to this team. It's a major, major upgrade.
Always some exciting news happening in the NBA. We thank Shams for always bringing it to us. Here's Irving, following the bucket by the Pistons. Towns, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, midway into this season, sometimes a team can get hot and turn it on. What are some of the causes of that?
You know, often teams can reach that tipping point with how they play. It all comes together in a hurry, and they make a run. But that's the exception, Kevin, not the rule.
Danny Granger, he's checked in for Worthy. And a different look here for the Pistons. Jalen Johnson's checked in for Love. Chris Middleton comes in for Barry. Drew Holiday's checked in for Bradley Beal. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Garland. Johnson outside. And a deep three from Curry. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
On its way from Irving for two. And again, it's Orlando converted.
Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
Now here's Drummond. Still scoreless.
Well, he's one of the best rebounders we've ever seen. Drummond controls the defensive glass, and at the other end, he creates second chance opportunities.
Andre Drummond taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. He stands since 2009. The Pistons have just 2 playoff appearances.
Yeah, that's true, Kevin, and they got swept in both of those playoff appearances. They haven't won a playoff game since 2008. And with all the lottery picks they've made recently, their fans are itching to see some progress.
The Orlando Magic coming to this one following a loss to the Pacers in Indy. And Holiday kicks to Drummond. Middleton the pass to Johnson. And here is Drummond. Pass to Curry from past the arc. Sinks the triple. Curry's got 6 points.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Detroit.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
Nash out there with Oladipo. Then there's Danny Granger. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Grimes in at the small forward. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. That's to Holiday. Alone with it. Pistons passing it around. Curry passes it to Middleton. Launches a three. It's up and it's off the mark. He's over 1. Nash right side. It's stolen by Curry. Here's the three. And it's Grimes with the rebound. Well, Orlando shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Three-pointer, Granger, rebounded by the Pistons. And Curry has it in the corner. Back to Holiday. Screen by Malone. Just 5 to shoot. off the left rim and in. Malone's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Pass to Grimes. Here's Granger. No good on the three. Holiday against Nash. Holiday dishes to Curry. Now Johnson. Back to Curry. Malone at the elbow. The shot that time, not on target. Gobert with the defensive effort. It's Oladipo on the wing. Pass to Grimes. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Grimes has got himself on the board with 3 there. And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. McGinnis is checked in for Orlando. Worthy comes in for Oladipo. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Kevin Love's checked in for Jalen Johnson. Barry comes in for Chris Middleton. Beal's checked in for Drew Holiday. And it's Garland in for Curry. That's a pick by Love. Here's Barry. Love kicks to Malone. Doesn't go for him.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Granger outside. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Out to Nash. Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter. Shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Garland finds Love. Outside, Beal. Love with the screen on Worthy. There's Beal with the three. Here's Love, and Granger with the block. Pass to Grimes. Back to Granger. McGinnis with the screen on Love. Granger misses.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history, that of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992, Shaq went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well-deserved, Kevin.
He's our teammate, isn't he, David? We love him as a guy, and we love him as a player. Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think, first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
Granger for the three. Rebound, Detroit.
I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
And stolen by Granger. Here's Worthy. And finished off by Worthy.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance. For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
On the wing, Irving. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Grimes. Over Beal. It's Drummond with the rebound.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Love deciding where to go with it. Drummond the screen. Barry the pass to Drummond. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed a second after making his first. Well, Coach Van Gundy, you spent a number of seasons with the Orlando Magic franchise. And looking back at that time, what stands out?
Look, Kevin, what stands out for most coaches in jobs, we actually won a lot there, and the winning stands out. I coached a great group of players, inherited not only talent, but guys of high character. It was winning, and it was fun.
There's a lot of winning down there.
We did.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
Granger, a screen on Garland. And on the way from Irving for three. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Here's Garland, and it's sent back by Irving.
And that's some crafty defense from Irving, managing to see that shot coming.
Here's Worthy. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Now it's a 6-point Magic lead. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle steps for Orlando.
Well, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitant.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
The Pistons making a change here. Jalen Johnson's checked in for Love. Chris Middleton comes in for Barry. Drew Holiday's checked in for Beal. And Curry subbed in for Garland. On the wing, Holiday. Guarded by Oladipo. Yes, that goes in. Holiday's got his first basket.
Well, in the two-man game, Holiday stays under control and picks his spot.
Here's Irving. And the layup falls. Irving's got the lead up to 6 now for the Magic.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Middleton on the wing. Inside. And Drummond throws it down.
Once Drummond gets the ball there, you can kiss it goodbye.
Irving against Curry. Now Irving. Fires for 3. No good that time. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Magic lead by 4. And now we'll set. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And with All-Star Weekend,
the NBA has a lot of great athletes, but if you look up and down this list, you see some of the most athletic guys in the world at any sport.
And talking about our game involving the Magic, not a lot of separation here at the half.
Total team effort instead of 5 starters.
And that about wraps it up.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
He's a problem, no doubt about it. One that opposing teams have to grapple with every time he takes the ball.
Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. We've got Moses Malone, Kevin Love out there with Barry, and there's Bradley Beal, and it's Garland in at the point. In the last few decades, we've seen the 3 become more and more necessary for offenses. Wondering if you think that's a good thing.
Well, it is, and teams not only understand the value of making a lot of three-point shots, but the threat of the 3 spreads out defenses and actually makes it easier for you to get shots at the rim. So the 3 is absolutely necessary to be a great offensive team in the season.
Quickly, is the arc too close? Should they move it, maneuver that a little bit?
Well, the skill level is really, really high. I like the suggestion of keeping the arc the same all the way around, which would eliminate the corner 3.
Malone is relentless inside, so strong with non-stop effort.
Nash dishes to Gobert. Back to Nash. 7.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Garland feeling it out a little bit. Outside, Beal. Back to Garland. Fires away from outside. Worthy pulls it in.
He's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking them up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
It's hauled in by Barry. Pistons trail by 4. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. And it's slammed in by Malone.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. The Magic in second.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively, and boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
Nash, the pass to McGinnis. Back to Nash. There's the 3. The Magic again can't hit. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Garland, no good.
Well, defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Recent times have certainly been tough in Detroit. Like 14 wins last season. Franchise record low.
Detroit's last 5 seasons, 23 wins is the most they've had. So their fan base hungry for a winner in the Motor City.
Barry the pass to Malone. And you look at the Detroit Pistons, Stan, so much young talent, but the chemistry is work in progress, clearly.
Well, it is, Kevin, and they're working on it, but it's hard with so many new faces, and they still need a second and third guy that they can build around. They've got a lot of good role players, but they need a couple more stars.
Danny Granger is checked in for Orlando. Plenty of space. And there it is for him. Granger's got 9.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Beal, the pass to Barry. Here's Malone. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Grimes with the bucket. Now it's a 6-point Magic lead.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
Pass to Barry. It's a pick by Love. Here's Barry. 7 points in the game. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
So for the Pistons, Waylon Johnson's checked in for Love. Holiday comes in for Beal, and Curry subbed in for Garland. Towns sets the pick for Irving. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 9.
The defender has Irving closely covered, but he's just so determined to get through the contact and to the bucket.
Irving against Curry. Steph, perfection from the arc.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Put your hands together, fans. Here they are.
For the Pistons, Drummond comes in for Moses Malone. And Middleton subbed in for Barry. Granger kicks to Irving. Granger, a screen on Curry. On its way from Irving for two. The Magic again can't hit.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough work in the mid-range area.
Holiday finds Drummond. Pass to Middleton for the tie, and he lays it up and in. Middleton's got the game tied up here for the Pistons.
Yeah, Middleton is a talented scorer from anywhere on the floor. Goes to the paint and does his thing.
Irving against Curry. Irving passes to Granger. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
And this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Curry against Irving. And here is Curry. He's got 9. Middleton for 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Granger with the ball. Now guarded by Middleton. And it goes down 2 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Curry against Irving. Middleton right side. Back to Johnson. Middleton on the wing. Pass to Curry. Shoots the 3. Rebound by the Magic.
And you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Nobody near Granger. He climbs that one off the back and down it falls. Granger's got 15.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Curry. Curry against Irving. Towns a screen on Curry. Irving for 3. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last. And now that we have a chance, let's show you the NBA's top thieves. This is the list of this month's steals leaders. Number 1, Drew Holiday.
Really been fantastic defensively this run for him. He's had more than his share of steals, and now he's looking to get more.
And on the way from Irving for 3. Yes, it is. Well, that is a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
Well, it's only his second 3 of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
And Holiday kicks to Curry. Johnson with a screen on Irving. Curry shot is off. Magic leading by 6. Pass to Towns. It's Irving, top of the key. Towns a screen on Curry. Irving for 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep. And so it's the Orlando Magic ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're shooting. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Now, here's Garland. Worthy out there with Horry. Then it's Nash. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Oladipo in at the 2-guard spot. That's who's out there for Orlando.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Magic.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Here's Ori. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Love. And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan.
At the line for the Magic.
You miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks?
Yeah.
Payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about
But
now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof. But look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security, Kevin.
Here's Garland. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Oh, big finish from Garland. These kinds of buckets really help his confidence.
And Orlando making a change here. McGinnis is checked in. Magic leading by 10. Has to Gobert. Worthy outside. Throws it from outside.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Garland, the pass to Barry. Here's Malone. The putback. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert has got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Worthy. Here's McGinnis. Now here's Gobert. 6 to shoot. For 3. McGinnis' shot is off. And so Garland will bring it up for the Pistons. It's a 13-point game. Back to Beal. Launches from deep. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got 5 assists tonight. The Magic have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Grimes with the bucket.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. During that last break, I listened in to J.D. Bickerstaff's huddle. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Well, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
All right, thank you, David. Grimes passes to McGinnis. And McGinnis throws it down.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and leading to the score.
Beal against Worthy. Pass to Malone. Over Gobert. Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Malone.
Can you even believe this is the same guy? What a difference here in the second half.
And here's Gobert. Here's Grimes from the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Grimes has got 5 points in the quarter.
And that pick takes the lead totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from you.
Magic leading by 13. Down low. And Worthy throws it down.
Alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Beal dishes to Malone. Pass to Garland. And stolen by Nash. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
I like seeing Nash be active defensively because when he is, it creates so much offense for himself.
Garland finds Malone. Over Gobert. Malone gets the bucket.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley.
Start it.
He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle him up right away. Curry's checked in for Detroit. On defense, Detroit has to Gobert. Here's McGinnis. He's guarded by Love. Here's Worthy. It's hauled in by Barry.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. Although they were eliminated in the first round, last season was a success game for the Magic.
It sure was, Kevin. I don't think many people had them even making the playoffs, but they fought hard, pushed the Cavs to 7 games, and gained valuable playoff experience.
Curry with the steal, and here we go. The Pistons fast break. They get it again, and Malone with the stuff.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
And stolen by Love. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. And Malone with the stuff.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Here's Worthy. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Curry looking around. The 8-footer, Malone. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. Nash against Beal. And stolen by Love. Beal with it. Pass to Curry. Now here's Malone. For Gobert. And it's Malone missing. Here's Grimes. And it's Curry with the rebound. Pistons trail by 9. From deep three-point land. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Orlando's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Pass to Grimes. Gobert with it. Orlando moving the ball. Clock at 6. Shoots a fader. No good that time. And here's Detroit. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Beal against Nash. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Such a great score. Defense overreacts on Beal there.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
And that's a situation where you must make them all to get back into the game.
Nash up on top, guarded by Curry. Nash outside. Here's Grimes. Another miss by Orlando. Here are the Pistons with the ball. Right now they're a 9-0 run. The offensive rebound. And the dunk by Love.
Embracing the spotlight. Love is a premier talent who welcomes the chance to connect in the clutch.
And they go to the intentional foul. And now we've got the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
What you love about Nash is he's a coach on the floor, dictates the pace, always in total command of his team.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Snatched up. Outside for Beal. Love outside. Off target with his 3. So the Magic win it. Some good competition with the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they